My name is S.B. Parks, and I am the director for Meet the Samsas. I also co-wrote the show and designed the puppets. So this was originally my graduate thesis project at the University of Connecticut, and we chose Kofka because it was a time period we wanted to work with, and we also wanted to work with Kofka and the themes that he deals with and explore how puppets relate to that. Something that was really important in developing the piece was making it vital for a contemporary audience, which is why we felt we needed to add some crazy level that makes it very contemporary, and that's what the reality television did, especially when you're dealing with themes like entrapment and also such an absurd world. The Kafka world's already so absurd, so why not make it even more absurd? Well, I've wanted to be a puppeteer since I was 15. I've always been a performer and a musician and interested in crafts and things like that. So I originally was turned on to puppetry when I heard about Bread and Puppet, and I was very interested because they were also political. And then before I went to college, I also worked with In the Heart of the Beast Puppet and Mask Theater in Minneapolis. And then throughout college, tried to find different ways to explore puppetry, and then eventually went to the University of Connecticut and got an MFA there in the puppet arts. So I also realize now that I have been a puppeteer since I was a very young kid, and a lot of things have transpired to make me the puppeteer I am today. There's some people who actually have a special knack for puppetry and some people who don't. So there are naturals, which we have a few of them in our cast. And I would say as a performer, I'm not necessarily a natural, but I've practiced and worked on it enough. So there are certain things that are difficult. It really takes practice, especially with the marionettes, working the strings. It's like learning how to play an instrument. I think there's a lot of things that are surprising about this production. The first one is the way that puppets are used. Marionettes used this way you don't see very often, and then the fact that we're mingling in video elements, both live and edited segments, but that's all to tell the story of a family, and it's really about sort of the issues that we face in our immediate families, things like entrapment and freedom and unconditional love, and but then there's also there's all peppered in a lot of comedy and absurdity, so it's funny and dramatic all at the same time.